The rich and the broke both have money. The difference is what they're doing with that money when no one's watching. One buys lifestyle, the other buys freedom. This isn't about hustle, it's about patience. And the one secret power that nobody talks about, delayed gratification. It's boring and it's slow, but it's how the wealthy stay wealthy. The ability to resist now to win later. Let's talk about why nobody's using this superpower. So you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, Parnell, I know what delayed gratification is. It's like being on a diet where I'm not eating salty and sweet foods. That way I can lose a couple pounds and look really good in the summer. So it's very similar in the financial terms. So it's saying no to something today so that you can say yes to something tomorrow. It's skipping the $7 coffee every day. It's driving the old used beater instead of buying or leasing the new flashy car. And it's also investing instead of flexing. And you know what? It's hard because everything around us is pushing us to purchase. Ads, social media, even our own egos. But you know what's the hard truth? People who are using delayed gratification are planting trees while everybody is just picking fruit. Now we're going to get into the science behind the psychology. So have you ever heard of the Marshmallow Test? There was a study where they used a bunch of different kids and they offered the kids one marshmallow. Now, most of them would probably just eat it right then and there, but they also offered them a second marshmallow if they just waited 15 minutes. Now, those kids years later went on to have higher SAT scores, they had better careers, and overall, they were less stressed in their lives. Why? Because success is less about raw talent and it's more about discipline, self-control, and sticking to a long-term plan. The wealthy don't just earn money, they leverage time. And that's the most valuable asset. We all get the same amount. Don't you want to free up yours? So let's be real for a second. Delayed gratification doesn't mean delayed life. You don't need to skip every coffee or every fun experience in your life to experience the positive benefits. The goal isn't to be cheap, it's to be intentional. One of my favorite quotes from the FI space, and you might know this one already, is to spend extravagantly on the things you love and to cut mercilessly on the things that you don't. So, if that $5 coffee in the morning lights up your world, well, so be it. Spend the money on it. But that $600 Amazon cart at midnight, yeah, that ain't it. This is exactly what the wealthy do. They design their spending. They spend money on long-term benefits and then they cut out the rest. So yes, travel, eat good food, and make lots of memories along the way, but don't trade in decades of freedom for a couple moments of ego. After all, money is a tool, not a prison. Instant gratification is fun until the bill shows up in the form of debt, stress, stagnation, and regret. Every just this once purchase will add up. You're not just buying things, you're trading in future freedom for comfort today. And the scariest part, you won't feel it today, but you'll feel it in 5 years when you're in the exact same spot as you are right now. Now that we've talked about the mindset and the real cost of staying stuck, we're going to dive into how the wealthy weaponize delayed gratification. Number one, they invest early. The wealthy don't buy luxury now, they earn it later by buying money-producing assets. So for a quick example, instead of buying an $80,000 new vehicle, they buy dividend stocks and allow the dividends to buy the car later. If you're looking to get started, I have videos in the description that explain not only how to open a brokerage, but also the simplest and easiest stocks that you can get into to start making financial freedom for yourself. Number 2, they built businesses. Now, building businesses takes years of grinding, rejection, and reinvestment. But the payoff? Time freedom and compounding income. And number 3, they focus on long-term value. They're not interested in superficial items or likes on social media. They care about legacy, generational wealth, and freedom. So we've talked about what the wealthy do and what they prioritize in life, but let's take it down to a smaller level. You. What can you do every single day that's going to help build up your delayed gratitude muscle? You might feel like you don't know where to start, but don't worry, I got you. I've got a couple easy exercises that you can start doing today. After all, delayed gratitude is a muscle. So here's how we're going to hit the gym. We're going to start small. Start saying no to one thing every single day. Another option is that you can use friction, which is going to make spending harder. So you can do this by deleting saved cards on all your favorite websites like Amazon. You can also stop impulse buying by deleting apps like Uber Eats, for instance. Another option is to automate our savings and investing. When things are going on in the background, you don't need to think about it, and that just makes it that much easier. Another great thing is that we can visualize our future into our freedom or financial freedom. Something that works great for me is to journal your goals and then to revisit them often. This keeps you accountable. And if you don't want to do that, maybe find yourself an accountability partner or somebody that's on the same financial path. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. Practicing delayed gratification is your secret weapon in a world obsessed with now. It's what separates people from wishing they were free from the ones who actually are. So the next time you're thinking of buying something, think about the freedom that it's costing you and if it's worth the 5 seconds of dopamine. So tell me in the comments, what's one thing that you're giving up for freedom later? Drop a like if you're already on the path to freedom, and subscribe if you want more tips on motivation, money goals, or escaping the 9-to-5 grind. Thanks a lot for your time. Bye.